Hi, I'm Valerie Alexander George, and I am originally from Shogunas. I was born in Carpichaima in the 1970s. I did all my infant schooling at the Carpichaima Hindu School. Later on, I migrated to Sangre Grande, where I live with my mom. I've been through the educational system, and I decided to become a police officer, which was probably the best choice for a career because I was always interested in the family aspect of it, dealing with kids and families. And so I guess I may have chosen wisely, but then again, maybe I should have been a social worker, who knows. I'm a very adventurous person, I must say. So I was a motorcyclist. I sang with the choir and the police band. I rode horses. I drove the vehicles. So I was almost everywhere you can think about. Well, I come from a large family. I'm number 12 of 12. My mother, she migrated from Venezuela when she was pretty young. And my father, he was a Tobagonian. Well, I got married at an early age. I was 20 years old to be exact. And the discussion I had with my husband at the time was, I have my education, so let's have our kids, and then I would look for a job. And lo and behold, my kids started getting older, which was, as we say, cross watermark. And he decides that he doesn't want a wife that is working. And I am here with all that education, as I thought in my head, and wanting to do something with it. So, young, hot-headed, I left. And I pursued the dream of joining the police service. I think at the age of 12, losing my father, and I still get emotional talking about it, that was probably the most difficult thing. It's hard to be a child living with a mother who, she did her best, but having a father in a home, I think, is a most important thing with families. When you don't have a father around, something is missing. And I, having gotten married and going through my relationships and stuff, I always try to keep my children close to their father because I never wanted them to feel that sense of lust, you know? That sense of wanting what they are seeing other people with. Family has always been a very important thing to me, that closeness, that togetherness. So I think that was probably the major thing that happened in my life. And it affected my relationships. Looking back at it now, I think it affected a lot of my relationships. I have always been a person with, your parents say, with a mind of your own. You have a mind of your own. But that is important. You must know what you are capable of. You must know what you are willing to give, what you're willing to accept. Right? And I have always struggled to be myself. When I was growing up, the kids at school used to call me, Blackie, you're so black. And they started calling me Black Stalin. And I used to say, well, I is the blackest person they know. You don't have people blacker than me. And when I grew up, I started to see people, I said, wait, look how black that person is. And oh my God, look how sweet, look how pretty. And that's when it hit me, wait now, man. It have anything wrong with black? Hell no. I black and I beautiful. So now I am proud to show it. I have my natural hair. This is me. Be proud of yourself. I would love to see Trinidad and Tobago live in real unity, not lip service. I was born in Shogunas. I went to a Hindu school. I spoke Hindi from the age of 1 to 6. I left Shogunas and went to Sandy Grande, and then I knew what racism was. That's when I know we don't mix. And I had a godmother that was pure Indian. And I leave a house. And I went to prayers. And I ate my curry and my this and my that. And I didn't know that I was supposed to be racist. I didn't know I was a N-word. I thought those things was just childhood play. I want Trinidad and Tobago to be unified, not only in words. What I always wished that I had so much money that I could just have a big house and adopt every little child that needed adopted. I really love children. And I always tell my friends, if you don't want me to discipline your child, I don't mean physically, although that comes into play sometimes, do not send them by me. Because it means to say that when my child come by you, you are not going to discipline them. You're going to let them run like wild hogs. I am most grateful for my mother. She is a fascinating woman. She taught me what being a mother and a woman is really about. Coming from Venezuela at the age of 16, already married with about 4 children in tow, working an estate with a husband who couldn't care less if Sunday fall on a Monday. She took care of the house, took care of the husband, took care of the children, and still remained the person she was. She came with her language, she still has it. She came with all her ideas and all her recipes and all her medicinal knowledge, and she still has it, and she has passed that on to me. My mother, a wonderful woman.